Namaste to everyone. I welcome you all in my YouTube video channel. Today I will deliver lecture on Boolean algebra, lecture number 11, in which I will discuss some problems on Dn form. Now we solve a problem. Problem is that prove that total number of Dn form is 2 to the power 2 to the power n. Now we solve this solution. Since we know that the number of possible minterms for n variables of a Boolean algebra is 2 to the power n. Disjunctive normal form, in short Dn form, is the sum of minterms. Also, the value of a minterm may be 0 or non-zero. If the value of a particular minterm is 0, then it does not affect the value of Dn form. So during the process of construction of Dn form, a particular minterm may take value non-zero or 0. The number of ways of selecting this means non-zero or 0. This particular minterm equal to 2. If we may take 0 or non-zero, selecting of this process is 2. Since we have number of minterms equal to 2 to the power n. So each of first, second, 2 to the power nth minterm may be selected in 2 ways. First minterm may be selected in 2 ways, that may be 0 or non-zero. The second minterm may be selected in 2 ways, 0 or non-zero. Therefore, total number of ways of selecting 2 to the power n minterms equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 to 2 to the power n number of products. This is equal to 2 to the power 2 to the power n. Each way forms a particular Dn form. Therefore, total number of ways be the total number of Dn forms. Hence, total number of Dn form equal to 2 to the power 2 to the power n, proved. Now we define complete disjunctive normal form. Since we know that for n variables of a Boolean algebra, we get 2 to the power n number of minterms. And Dn form is the sum of minterms. So any Dn form can have at most 2 to the power n minterms, means maximum values of minterms equal to 2 to the power n in a Dn form. Now we define complete disjunctive normal form as follows. A disjunctive normal form in n variables which contains all 2 to the power n minterms is called complete disjunctive normal form. By an example, we will show this. Let B be a Boolean algebra which contains elements x and y. So it has two variables x and y. Total number of min terms equal to 2 to the power n means 2 to the power 2, that is 4, and min terms are x y comma x complement of y comma complement of x y comma complement of x complement of y. 4 number of min terms. Let f equal to xy plus x complement of y plus complement of xy plus complement of x complement of y is the sum of all min terms, and also it is a disjuncting form, because disjuncting form is the sum of min terms. This disjunctive form contains all possible min terms, means all 4 min terms here. Therefore, f is complete disjunctive normal form. Now we prove a theorem. Theorem is, if each of n variables is assigned the value 0 or 1 in an arbitrary but fixed manner, then exactly one min term of complete disjunctive normal form in n variables will have the value 1 and all other min terms will have the value 0. Now we shall prove this. Let us consider the complete disjunctive normal form in n variables x1, x2, xn of a Boolean algebra. Then it has all min term of the form f1 x1, f2 x2, fn xn, where fi xi equal to either xi or complement of xi for each I equal to 1, 2, n. Now let us assign the values 0 or 1 to variables x1, x2, xn. Now let us select a min term from the complete normal form as follow. If xi is assigned the value 1, let xi equal to 1, then complement of xi will be 0 for I equal to 1, 2, n. The terms so selected is then product of n ones, means here we see that fi xi equal to xi or complement of xi. If for particular case fi xi equal to let xi, therefore f1 x1 equal to x1 and x1 equal to 1, f2 x2 equal to x2, x2 equal to 1. So the product f1 x1 f2 x2 fx fn xn will be 1 dot 1 dot 1, and that will be equal to 1. This is a particular case, and we will get the values of this fi xi as xi or complement of xi, and value of xi or complement of xi may be 0 or 1. So one term in the complete disjunctive form will be the product of n ones, and that will be equal to 1. And all other terms in complete normal form will contain at least one zero. One factor 0. So 1.1.1.0.1.0, that will be 0. So they will be 0. Proved. Now we solve a problem. Find the complement of the following function. F equal to complement of a b plus a complement of b. Firstly, we find the complete disjunctive function, that is normal form, of variables a and b. Since number of variables be 2, so number of minterms will be 2 to the power 2, that is 4, and minterms will be ab, complement of ab, a complement of b, complement of a, and complement of b. Sum of all these minterms is called complete disjunctive normal form. Now we take the complement of f. Here in f we have only 2 terms. So to find the complement of this function, we leave these 2 terms and write other terms. Here we leave these 2 terms and we write ab plus complement of a complement of b. This is the complement of f. Now we solve a problem. Find the function of 3 variables x, y, and z, which is 1. Value of the function is 1 if either x equal to y equal to 1 and z equal to 0, or value of the function is 1 if x equal to z equal to 1 and y equal to 0, and 0 otherwise. Now we solve this. By given condition, the required function takes the value 1 at 2 points. Number 1 point, x equal to 1, y equal to 1, z equal to 0. X equal to 1, y equal to 1, z equal to 0. And at the second point, x equal to 1, y equal to 0, z equal to 1. Therefore, corresponding min terms are, from this we will get the min term x, y, complement of z. For making value of the function 1, each term will be 1. So, min term will be x, y, complement of z. And for this, min term will be x, complement of y. Complement of y is 1, z. Hence, the required function f in Dn form is equal to sum of these 2 terms, equal to sum of these 2 terms, means f equal to x, y, complement of z plus x, complement of y, z. Now we solve a problem. Express the following in Dn form in the smallest possible number of variables. Given that f equal to x complement of y plus xz plus xy. We have to make this in smallest possible number of variables. So we write this here. By commutative law, we may write xz plus xy equal to xy plus xz. By distributive law, here we take common x, complement of y plus y plus xz. Complement of y plus y equal to 1 by complement law. This is 1. And x dot 1 equal to x plus xz. By absorption law, x plus xz equal to x. Therefore, f equal to x. Now we solve a problem. Problem is write and simplify the two functions f1 and f2 specified by the table. This is the table. Here given that variables are x, y and z. Functions are f1 and f2. Values of variables x, y and z are given in columns, and values of the functions f1 and f2 are given in the respective columns. Now we solve this. Solution. We observe that f1 function of x, y, z takes the value 1 for the combinations represented by rows 2 and 4. This is the row 2 and this is the row 4. Here value of f1 is 1, here also 1, and other values are 0. Therefore, disjunctive normal form of f1 will contain two mean terms, each corresponding to the conditions given in row 2 and 4. Since value of other mean terms are 0, so we do not include the values of f1 0. Only we take the values 1. So for this we have to take the row 2 and row 4. In row 2, the values of x, y, z are here. Value of x is 1, value of y is 1 and value of z is 0. So corresponding mean terms will be, here value of x is 1, x, here value of y is 1, y, value of z is 0, we have to make it 1. So complement of z, this will be complement of z if z equal to 0. So corresponding to the row 2 for the function f1, we will get the mean term x, y complement of z. Similarly, mean term corresponding to row 4 for function f1. Here we will get x, here complement of y, here complement of z. If y is 0, then complement of y is 1, and if z is 0, then complement of z is 1. So mean term will be x, complement of y, complement of z. Therefore, f1 will be sum of these two main terms, x y complement of z plus x complement of y complement of z. Here by distributive law we take here common x outside, here complement of z outside. Here we get y plus complement of y. Since by complement law y plus complement of y equal to 1, and this will be equal to x complement of z. So value of f1 is x complement of z. In the similar manner, f2, for f2 we see that value of f2 is in the first row, in the second row, and in the last row. And we will find the corresponding mean term of these rows and then add all the mean terms. Here mean terms will be x, y, z, value are 1. So here x, y, z, here x, y complement of z, here complement of x, complement of y, complement of z. So we add these x, y, z plus x, y complement of z plus complement of x, complement of y, complement of z. Here we take common x, y. Here remains z plus complement of z. By complement law, z plus complement of z equal to 1 and xy dot 1 equal to xy plus complement of x, complement of y, complement of z. Thanks for watching my video. If you are satisfied with my presentation and contents, then please click on like button and do subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.